Hello everyone, Nurse Sam here of Sleepy Dog Veterinary, and today on our Facebook Live I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about cranial sacral therapy, which is this new therapy that I just started learning about that I'm very excited to share. So, and this is a very brief overview. This is a huge topic, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the therapy that I'm going to be able to offer soon at Sleepy Dog. So currently at Sleepy Dog, when I'm not veterinary nursing and helping Dr. Beth, I currently provide massage, Reiki, acupressure to our patients. I'm always wanting to learn more, so I decided to learn about cranial sacral therapy because I heard that it's a really gentle, nice technique that complements these energy and body work techniques that I already provide. So we get a lot of nervous animals at the clinic, and we are always looking for methods to help those guys receive the benefits of the physical and emotional relief we try and provide at Sleepy Dog, so our animal friends can live their best and fullest life. So I thought that this would also complement that. So what is cranial sacral therapy? It is a form of body work that is commonly used by massage therapists, chiropractors, and other practitioners that using gentle touch that focuses on the cranial bones, the spinal column, and the sacrum. So the practitioner focuses on this subtle rhythm called the cranial sacral rhythm that can be felt from the expansion and contraction of the cranial bones, spinal cord, and associated tissues. So your skull is not just one big bone, it's actually made up of different bones that can expand and contract. So, three parts of the body play a major role in the cranial sacral rhythm. So, they're fascia, dura mater, and cerebral spinal fluid, and I'm going to go over those three very briefly today. So, fascia is a thin casing of connective tissue found throughout the body. It surrounds all of your muscles and organs. It almost has a spider web looking appearance, and it connects everything in the body. So an injury in your foot, you feel the pain there, but it could also creep up to your hip or a different part of your lower back. Same thing with like if you get an injury in your shoulder, it can be felt down in your arm. So everything is connected, which I love that fact about the body. So tightening or pattern changes in the fascia that can happen through injury and repetitive motion can cause disturbances, which plays a big role in the cranial sacral therapy. So next we have the cerebral spinal fluid, which is a clear and colorless fluid contained in the central nervous system. And its function is to provide the brain and spinal cord with nutrients. And one of the goals of cranial sacral therapy is to help the cerebral spinal fluid move through the central nervous system to the best of its ability. Next, we have dura mater, which is a tough, dense connective tissue of the outermost membrane, which envelops the brain and the spinal cord. So the dura mater and the cerebral spinal fluid help to provide the optimal environment for the brain and the spinal cord. So repetitive stress and acute traumas can cause what they refer to as kinks, or structural changes in the dura mater, which can lead to alterations in the cranial sacral rhythm. So if you think of it like if you're looking at a brook and you put a bunch of rocks in, the water is not going to flow as easily as it would if the rocks weren't there. So cranial sacral therapy addresses these stressed areas by applying gentle release techniques to the animal and allowing proper movement and flow of the cerebral spinal fluid throughout the entire system. So this is done by gently tuning into that rhythm. So when you're first learning cranial sacral therapy, they tell you to kind of close your eyes and first focus on like your breath. And then once you've focused on your breath, you begin to focus on the heartbeat. And the same thing can be done with the animal. And then once you feel like you're focused on the heartbeat, then you can start to feel almost this subtle rhythm that's moving throughout the body. And that's the the cranial sacral rhythm. So it's very subtle, but I love learning about it because I feel like it goes well. It's similar to Reiki, like you really have to tune in quietly and really listen to the animal's body. So Once you have detected the areas of tension and disrupt, then you apply subtle light pressure to different areas of the body, but focusing mainly on the skull, spine, and sacrum. Um, so it's similar to massage, but just a lot more gentle. And one of the major techniques in cranial sacral therapy is kind of going along the vertebrae of the animal and applying like light pressure releases. So, and you do go over the entire body because going back to everything is connected. It's so important to check in with everything, and everything affects that injured area. So it's important to go over the whole body. So the benefits of cranial sacral therapy include increased range of motion, decrease in chronic pain, decrease of re-injury. So a big part of cranial sacral therapy is it works with the body's own ability to heal itself, which is similar to Reiki also. It can also decrease stress, anxiety, confusion, and negative emotions. So if your brain is getting all those awesome nutrients, those emotions are more likely to be able to be processed better throughout the body. So speaking of negative emotions, another big topic that cranial sacral focuses on is the idea that oftentimes negative emotions can be associated with traumas that become stuck within the body. And cranial sacral therapy helps to release these emotions by focusing on those areas of tension and discomfort within the body or on the body. So one of my teachers often used the phrase, the tissues release the issues, which I love because our body really does hold emotions, and it shows up as, trigger points or areas of tension. So I don't know if anyone has ever gotten a massage and had a good cry after, but that's one of my favorite examples because you release it, which is great. So, as you apply these techniques to the body, you look for signs of releasing. So, in animals, that can look like many things, but probably the most common ones I see are yawning. And I know a lot of people think that yawning means the animal is stressed, but I believe that that's situational. So, when they're getting a therapy like massage or cranial sacral therapy, yawning is actually a really good sign. It's telling me that what I'm doing is working for them. It can also be even more subtle. It can be blinking, it can be body shifts. Often Dr. Beth and I also see full body shakes, which we also like to see because that's the animal just resetting its whole energy. So this therapy is often used in conjunction with other therapies such as massage and chiropractic. But because this therapy is so gentle and non-invasive, I think it's a great place to start for animals that are either too tender or sensitive physically or emotionally. And then you can work your way up to other therapies so that they can have the best quality of life possible. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. And as I learn more, hopefully I will get to share more with you guys about cranial sacral therapy. All right, thanks guys. Oh, and if you have any questions, you can comment below and I am happy to answer them. All right, have a great Monday, everyone.